Good evening, everybody. Buckeye Piper. Happy Sunday. Almost time to go back to work. Testing out a new microphone tonight, seeing if that will help the audio. So, would love to hear your opinions on that down below as the video goes on. Let me know what you think. Did it help any? Did it really not make a difference? Um, you know, we'll see. We'll see. I've had some people tell me in the past that it's just using the iPad microphone doesn't always work out. So tonight, busted out the Eric Nording Seagull freehand. Pretty cool pipe. Busted out. I don't know if you can see him real well. He's got a glare. There he goes. That's my little Meerschaum skull tamper that I got picked up with a couple of Meerschaums at the Raleigh Pipe Show. It works pretty good. Does a nice little job. Drinking Gatorade G2 tonight, so getting hydrated for tomorrow. So tonight I thought I'd come on and do a video, first impressions video. I've been doing a lot of those lately. I've been opening some tins of tobacco, trying some new stuff, and really liking a lot of it. I don't know if I've told you my new mindset in pipes. If it's a black pipe, I'm keeping it kind of toward English Balkan. If it's a brown pipe, more toward Virginia. So that's my method, my tracking system. So tonight I want to do a first impression on this bad boy right here. G.L. Pease Quiet Nights. So this is a broken flake, and I'll read what it says. Quiet Nights. Rich, deep, contemplative, ripe red Virginias, fine Orientals, smoky cypress latakia, and a pinch of Acadian Perique are pressed and matured in cakes before being sliced. The sophisticated flavors and exotic aroma provide a wonderful backdrop for quiet moments of reflection, a good book, or if so inclined, perhaps a wee dram. I had a wee dram last night of some scotch, so I'm not having any this evening probably. Little insert had some information on it too. The finest tobaccos are brought together in careful balance to provide a smoking experience like no other. It is my sincere wish that you derive as much pleasure from the smoking of this mixture as I have from its creation. G.L. Pease. So, I didn't dig my phone out and bring it out. I believe this is a Balkan, so I should have done a little bit more research. You know, the reason I picked this up is I've heard so many people compare it favorably to Penzance. And I think, now that I'm on my second or third bowl, that holds up, in my opinion. May not be quite as refined as Penzance, but I'm telling you, I'm getting a nice white ash. It's quality tobacco. It's burning down well. It's more of a, you know, like I said, it's more of a broken flake instead of a crumble cake. It's a little different than what Penzance would be. But man, it just has some really, really nice flavors. You know, it's really, really, and I don't consider this to be a Latakia bomb, but it definitely has Latakia, and it's out there. It's got a nice smoky taste. The Orientals are there. Kind of get that nice dry sour It's what I always get out of them. And the Virginia in the background is definitely there, and adds just that little bit of sweetness to the component, you know, to the mixture to really bring it out. So it comes in a tin. What is it? I'm sure it's 2 ounces. Yeah, it's a 2-ounce tin, so roughly 60 grams. You know, I think this is really going for 12, 13 bucks as I drop it. 12, 13 bucks maybe. Maybe a little bit more, but I don't think it's much more than that. So you're probably talking $6 an ounce, maybe 7 on the high ends. Penzance, if you can find it for $40 in the 8-ounce bag, you're doing well at $5 an ounce. Good luck. That just doesn't happen. On the secondary market, you know, folks are paying easily $20 to $23, $24 an ounce for that tobacco. So you're paying roughly 3.5 times an ounce for Penzance in the name over something like a Quiet Nights. And I'm not saying Quiet Nights is exactly like Penzance. But what I am saying is it's really good. And it definitely has the characteristics of a Penzance. Very similar. So if you're looking for a Penzance-esque smoke without spending Penzance money, give this one a try. And you know, you may even want to try this before you splurge on Penzance, because you might find that, you know, this type of tobacco is not your cup of tea, and it's better to be out, you know, 13, 14 bucks on a 2-ounce tin than 160, 200 bucks on an 8-ounce bag. Penzance is the hype meister, hype monster. Everybody wants it. Everybody knows what it is. Everybody's after it. But I would tell you, you know, so far this is not disappointing. Again, I don't know if you could see it. It's burning down to a pretty nice white fine ash, just like I would expect my esotericas to burn down to. And every esoterica is very high quality tobacco. All of them that I've tried smoke down to that nice white fine powdery ash, which just is another sign of how quality the tobacco is. So my thoughts on this. Really nice flavor. Like I said, it's really, you know, I don't want to use the term complex, but you've got different things going on, and you can taste the differences in the tobacco. Which sometimes people will say, you know, a lot of folks just want something simple, so they don't sit here trying to pick out all the nuances, and I get that too. It's a little moist coming out of the tin, so I would recommend that you would give it about an hour or so to dry. I've read some people dry it overnight. I'm not sure that was needed. I dried it for about an hour. Last night I smoked it right out of the tin, and drying it for an hour today made a world of difference. It truly has. So, mail coming on Sunday, delivering Amazon packages. Boy, have the times changed. Man, crazy. Crazy. Yep. Thank you. All right. Looks like Mrs. Buckeye's ordering some stuff off Amazon. After she told me to knock it off, now she's like, Mm-hmm. That's cool. Not a big deal. We do a lot of shopping on Amazon. That's another video for another day. So, anyhow, getting excited for the house. I think I've told you guys we're in the inspection, the due diligence phase. Two of the inspections done. The big inspections are going to be got it. Big inspections will be next Saturday. The pest and the whole house inspection. Once we get those done, really, we just need to lock in insurance. The loan's done. It's underwritten. We're done. Just wait on the close date then. So pretty happy about that. So this house has a pretty cool office, which I'm excited to potentially turn into a man cave / my office. Now the backup plan is there's kind of they call it a barn. It's not quite a barn, but it's a lot bigger than a shed. It's got 2 stories in it. So my backup plan is, let me start with the original plan. So my original plan is, I don't know if any of you all have seen that Rabbit air purifier. It's about a $600 air purifier. But everybody swears by it that you can smoke in a room and it purifies over 800 square foot. That room's not 800 square foot. But I'm thinking about sealing in the room with some good weather stripping and one of those under the door things so that, you know, if I'm in there doing a video or working, I could have a pipe potentially. I'm not going to ever smoke cigars in the house. Those are just too intense. But I could potentially have a pipe. And that Rabbit air freshener, you know, would take care of business and not stink out the house and not upset, you know, Mrs. Buckeye or stink up anything else in the house. So we're going to try that. My backup plan is, like I said, it's the barn / shed. It's not heated or cooled, but I think I could get a portable heater / AC unit in there pretty easy and convert that upstairs into like a man cave den. Put some older furniture up there and just use that as a space to you know, smoke a pipe. You know, I'll have an outside deck. We'll have a garage as well. So there'll be plenty of spaces. It'll be a lot better than it is here. So I'll be able to find probably some type of climate controlled space. You know, that way when it's 95 degrees on a Saturday, you don't have to come out here and die to get a pipe in. So I got off track a little bit about my first impression review. So G.L. Pease Quiet Nights. Whether you want to try it for the Penzance piece or not, it's a thumbs up for me. I really dig it. It's really smooth and I don't know if I'd use the word creamy. But man, I think this would pair good with like a Johnny Walker Gold or a Macallan 12, a really sweet Scotch to offset the smokiness of the tobacco. I think it would pair extremely well. I think I don't know if I would pair Johnny Walker Double Black or one of the smokier Johnny Walkers, because then you know, when you're comparing, I've always tried to contrast one or the other. This being a much more smokier, full-bodied kind of taste, I'd want something a little bit lighter and sweeter to kind of compare and contrast. I think it would hit a home run. Same thing if I'm smoking a lighter, sweeter tobacco, then maybe come back with the Johnny Walker Double Black. So anyhow, that's it for tonight. If you haven't tried Quiet Nights, I know I'm probably late to the party. I know most folks have. Give it a try. It does have some Penzance qualities. Again, It's not going to replace Penzance, so don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it's better or worse than Penzance. I'm just saying it's similar. Similar enough to warrant, you know, if you can't get your hands on Penzance and you want a little bit of an idea what Penzance might taste like, this will give you an idea. So anyhow, let me know what you think. Did the new mic do anything? Were you able to hear me better? Is it the same? Does it not matter? Um, y'all have a great night. Wishing you all the blessings in the world. Stay safe out there. We'll catch you later.